Yeah, good morning, everybody. Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist, New South Wales, Australia. We're doing our viewer's voice. And we'll start with Verona Moon. Hang on. No, we'll start with Jamie Rodriguez. Great to see the end of this wicked world. JWs and other religious groups that see war and the forces as something evil will go through a lot of pressure, and then the end will come. Yep, it's a long way off the end, mate. Yet. Thanks, Jamie. Venora Moon. Apostates could reach out to these authorities to give insight of the possible reasons these things are happening. And that's a very good point. I want to read it again. Apostates could reach out to these authorities to give insight of the possible reasons these things are happening. For instance, the blood doctrine, shunning, loss of family, child molestation, criminal acts is never right. Don't like the long music, bleed over into the video beginning. Yeah, Verona, I appreciate that. We fixed that. Sorry, that was a hiccup on my part, and I do apologize. And I like constructive criticism. Thank you. We fixed that problem. Venora Moon. Yes, that is the Olympia Hall. Burnt up. I tweeted their Crime Stopper and asked that they ask the JWs about the blood doctrine, disfellowship and shunning, and child abuse within the congregation. Hopefully this might give them a lead. Hopefully. It's hard when you're dealing with the worldly authorities, because if they've got an atheistic spirit, they won't acknowledge anything spiritual. They don't want to interact. It takes someone with a bit of spiritual insight within these organizations to get movement in that sense. The unreluctant. Police. Here is a tip. Look through all the files kept secret and hidden away from the law enforcement contained within the hall, or within files that are kept at elders' homes. It's quite possible that this individual, and I'm not saying the one within the video, has got a grievance on how her child molestation or our daughter's son was handled by the same elders and its subsequent cover-up. Oh, there's more. We can read more. And we will. It's also possible that this person's mind has snapped at being unscripturally disfellowshipped after losing all his family through what this cult does. It shuns them to within an inch of their lives. Now, that said, this is wrong. Plain wrong. Before any JWs call on the old self-persecution complex, I couldn't give a rat's ass about your bricks and mortar. Not when people's lives are at stake. You'll rebuild it, and Watchtower will receive the insurance money. What's more, it will be rebuilt with free labour. So Watchtower is dollars up. Someone could have gotten killed, pure and simple. We must rise above the cult highlighted by condemning such actions that has the potential to harm lives. Unlike the same cult that will rip families apart with forced shunning with subsequent suicides. The same cult that forces its members to receive no whole blood transfusions, circa 36,000 have died since 1970. You want to solve this crime? Then you're going to have to dig through the secret records as well as the ones kindly presented to you. You're going to have to dig into the sordid, cultish details, unfortunately. And again, unlike Watchtower Bible and Tract Society, I condemn any potential loss of life. Unlike the Watchtower that wallows in the pain and suffering and death that it is afforded to its members under the banner of freedom of belief. Unfortunately, this freedom should not apply to an organization that causes people harm and suffering. PD. Go get him or her. JW Suicides, the unreluctant. Thumbs up. To the perpetrator, I'm sorry you're hurting so bad. I hope you see that so many of us know what cruelties can be inflicted upon innocent members. I see your timing and that you didn't want to hurt people. So these ex-Jehovah's Witnesses have a very strong insight into what's going through the mind of these grievance attackers. Christine Overlay. I share this with a social worker and ex-JW that dealt with the Key Largo murder-suicide. She was involved in the investigation. She would be very helpful to the Washington Police Department there, and I'm sure she would. Good on you, Christine. Naomi Ali. Apply D2 witness rule. Leave it in Jehovah's hand. Molested kids' tears has reached the heavens. Thank you, Naomi. Enjoy the moment. Could be an inside job, probably hired anonymously to bring sympathy to the J-Dubs. Well, very well could be. Verona Moon. Dear Doc, thank you from the heart for the work you put in to keep us posted of what is going on around the world. As much as I would like to do my own research, I just never have the time, and I may not have time in the next month either, but I'm going to do my best. You've been a blessing, and all you'll find gives encouragement that maybe now the world is being awakened to the JW lies and oppression. Thank you. I think there's a long way to go with this organisation. They're not going to disappear overnight, unfortunately. Yes, the message being sent is clear. Hopefully that offer is lying, that he doesn't know the message. Hi Zengalio. Anglo-Scottish Astura Pagan. I wouldn't be surprised if Kingdom Halls start being torched down while imprisoning worshippers inside. And I think we've done these once, haven't we? And we did the Millerite study during the course of it. Why aren't these ticked? TNT, Kitty. It's going to get worse. Well, we may as well read these now. Gail Mallison. Disgusting. Yes, they leave everything else in Jehovah's hands. Why not this? But instead they run to the worldly authorities to fight their battle. This goes to show their true colours. Mortar and bricks are more valuable than human beings. That is at the height of hypocrisy. Shame on you, Watchtower. Hello, friend. Are you from Australia? Yes, I am. Sydney. Gosford. Venora Moon. CTA probably hasn't had any complaints, or at least not many either. As long as JWs are quiet and no complaints, they'll have their place secured. And Shannon Wright and Rupert. Well, now, I just want to see what's happened here. I'll go back to community. Okay, we're into the new stuff. Venora Moon, thanks again for the viewer's voice. Venora Moon, conscientious objectors. By no means, I do agree with physical abuse and conscientious objectors, yet I do believe they can serve in other capacities. I give great credit to the South Korean courts for making the opportunities for them to serve. However, if the JWs do as they used to in the past, they will refuse to accept alternatives too. Yeah, they're very stubborn, aren't they? Maybe they had some new light on this and now may accept. It will be interesting to see. It will be interesting to see. Verona Moon. The Times of Israel. Abuse. Yes, absolutely sound like JWs. Curse them all. Jenny B52. Hi, Jen. Interesting find, Doc, but I think they should go home and refuse to work for free. There's the people standing at the carts. That's right. Australian Prime Minister, Pope to sack. Seeing the Pope's picture turned my stomach. How sick. My only hope is that the JWs receive their due. They have gotten away with their crimes for so long. Cannot help but be gun shy. Roger Smith, Verona Moon, yes, the Dubs need to get their due. Remember the principle, you reap what you sow. Now, Mark Andrew, I can't help to think of Jesus, who told the soldiers to be content with their wages and not to extort anything from anyone. Jesus didn't tell them to get out of the military. That's right. Also, Jesus also said along the line alternative service to go to the extra mile. I wonder if Jesus would have fought for his country. Jesus said before his death his kingdom was not of this world. John 18:36. So the Watchtower is wrong. Those young men should do the alternative service and obey the government. I agree, Mark. And Mark said, I agree with much that you have talked about. I think you have a very good speaking voice, but I also feel you shouldn't label people who refuse to kill other people in war as cowards. Well, I'm sorry, but I have to, because if you've got people running out onto the battlefield and you're just standing there watching, then your issues are on the coward side of things. It's like watching somebody standing on a street being beaten and not trying to help that person from being bashed. Only worse. I'm 56 years old, too old to serve in the military. Oh, well, that's a different story, isn't it, Mark? But if I were younger and they had no alternative service, I would go to prison. Let me say that. But if I were younger and they had no alternative service, I would go to prison. Well, that's your decision. That's no big deal. Or get beat to death for my stand on not bearing arms against my fellow man. Well, that's your decision, mate. But if I was standing alongside you and I ran out on a battlefield and you just stood there, I'd have to say you're a coward. Don't take that personally, but that's my opinion and I'm entitled to it. And don't forget what Revelation says about cowards. They're no different to murderers and drunkards and adulterers and all the rest of it. My choice come, what may, yeah. P.S. I am no coward. I just hate violence too. But national service is a different matter, isn't it? I'm no coward, and I wouldn't doubt that you're not a coward. I just hate violence no matter what beat of the drum that it's played to. I know violence well, and I lived it for many years and have many battle scars to prove it. Wow. And come close to death in 2 of those fights. So I don't label anyone who refuses to fight as a coward because it's not being honest or fair. But apart from that, I enjoy your videos and look forward to hearing from you more. Well, they're interesting thoughts. They really are. And if you don't want to go running out on the battlefield, that's fine. But if push comes to shove and you've got the enemy on your borders and you're getting asked to fight and you go hide, you explain to me what that might be. I mean, if it gets to the point where it's your life or theirs, well, maybe you might give your life. But I'll be, if I get called to go to arms and I'm 52, I'll be going. Dawn Ross. What's that? Smile, thumbs up, vegetables, balloons. Oh, that's for the 200 subscribers. Thanks, Dawn. Roger Smith, Dawn Ross. Good to see all the balloons. Roger Smith, I think you are great. Keep up the work. Bring this organisation down, who say they are the true religion. Did you see the Canadian media arsehole at the JW convention lying? Yes, I did, and I did a story on that as soon as it come out. We want justice, Roger. And the runaway slave did a video on that. The runaway slave's latest video. If you want to go and look at the runaway slave's latest video, he talks about how much of a coward that guy was that lied, the elder, to the media. I really enjoy these. Thank you, Verona Moon. Congratulations, well deserved. Thanks, Venora Moon. Religious fanatics contradict ethics. Protest respectfully is one thing and more apt to be heard. However, a bull in a china shop approach is a poor choice. There is more to be gotten with honey than vinegar. Yes, there is. Jenny B52, nice reading. Comments are great too. It's really sad how they are blinded by those fools too. It really is, Jenny. Yeah. C. Reinhardt, congratulations. Thank you, C. Reinhardt. Gail Conroy. They will say anything to justify getting rid of the pertinent information. They are so sneaky and conniving with their words. They sure are. Roger Smith, great news. TNT Kitty, when are they going to take down the J-Dubs? They're working on it, I can tell you that. The Unreluctant Australia has got one thing. Balls. You bet we have, Unreluctant, and we ain't finished with the Jehovah's Witness organisation yet. This is Dr. Jason W. Morrison. Bye for now.
Yeah, Dr. Jason Morrison, theologist again. I just want to say thank you for watching the videos, and I hope you got plenty of self-rediscovery and freedom out of it. If you watched it on YouTube, please share or like, maybe even comment. If you watched it on Facebook, like, comment, share. But most of all, get out and live. This isn't a rehearsal. You've got a one-off life. Don't let your loyalty and your faithfulness blind you to the life that you should be experiencing. Till the next video, thank you for watching, and bye for now.